Hey everybody, welcome back to another Girlfriends Chit Chat. My name is Amir Bay and I am your host of this phenomenal platform. Here we talk about everything life, business, and trust me, everything in between. But with no further ado, let's go ahead and dive into tonight's show because I'm gonna bring in my girlfriend for the night, Miss Shauna Price of the Connection Guru. Where you at, sis?
Hey, love here and happy to be here like always. How are you?
Fabulous, fabulous girl. You know it's another Friday night. We excited to be here again to chat it up. You know, with our girlfriend tonight.
Listen,
Miss
I'm
Janae,
so excited.
you all do not know we have known Janae for a very long time, and we are excited about introducing you to her and her business because you know we are true clients of hers. Definitely, can't we say that, Shauna?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. So let's bring my girl in the tumble. Look, Miss Luxury Tumbler herself, Miss Janae Carter of Carter Crafted Concepts. What's going on, sis?
Hey,
Oh.
I am super excited to be here. Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate y'all.
Yes. We're so
Listen,
excited to have you
absolutely.
tonight, sis. We're so excited because I said, you know, a lot of times you all, you know, we have so many different people that come on our platform, but tonight, y'all, we got a unique gift for you. This sister right here does an amazing job providing an amazing service because she makes custom tumblers, you all, custom
Yes,
luxury tumblers.
yes,
Let's go there. Look, look,
lux-
look, look, look.
luxury,
Because I
and it
look.
is,
Yes,
and
it
it is
is. So, Janae,
exactly.
tell everybody about you, how you got started doing tumblers. Tell everybody about you, girl.
Girl, I actually got started in extremely. It's a very long story, but I will shorten it because I know we do not have that much time. I actually got started. People don't believe it, but I did not start out doing this. It's really a story of like trusting God and where He guides you and where He tells you to go. Because initially I said I was gonna bling tennis shoes, y'all. Like that was gonna be it, and I was like, okay, fine. Um, so I watched a video on YouTube, y'all. I'm a student of YouTube University, okay, and that's it. Um, and so I went to YouTube. I watched a video on some tennis shoes. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Let's get the stuff. Let's see how we do it. And then I saw a little glittery cup at the bottom. And I literally clicked on that link and looked up like 3 days later. I was pregnant with my son. And I looked up like 3 days later. And I had all these notes on tumblers and how to make tumblers and what to do and what not to do. And I was going, wait a minute, this is not where I started. This is not where I started. So I started somewhere and God said, no, go this way. And that's literally how I got started. So in essence, I tumbled into tumbling. You wouldn't know it to see my work, praise the Lord. But that's literally how I got started. A little bit of that backstory is I was working, my husband was working, and we were having kind of a hard family time with my mom and just finances. And I was just going, this is not gonna get it. This is not it. I don't know what is it, but we're not gonna keep doing this. And that's kind of why I took to YouTube and said, okay, I surrender. Y'all are all right about starting a business. Go ahead, because your girl did not want to be an entrepreneur. Say that. So if that's you and you're listening, be encouraged. Be encouraged because I told my husband, my best friend, my mom, anybody who was like, girl, you should do that for a business. You should decorate for a business. I was like, hard no, a crispy no, don't talk to me about it. And so then it came to pass and it was like, so what you gonna do with overdrawn bank accounts and not able to help anybody make any moves? What are you gonna do?
Turn
So
that crispy no into a smack of a yes.
into an obedient yes. Into an obedient yes,
Yes,
sis. Exactly.
ma'am. I love that. I love your story, and I've heard it. I've heard it. I ain't gonna say a million times, but I know it well because we talk about it. We talk through. We talk about where you are now
Yes.
compared to where you come from, and I think my question would be like right now in this moment, when you look back at that obedient yes,
Mm.
what are your thoughts?
Right now in this moment, I am I make no I don't shield my story at all. So it's full transparency, y'all. But in this moment, after being in therapy since I was about 28, 29 years old, still in a very active therapy, healing and growing, the obedient yes now to me means freedom. It means healing was able to take place because there are so many things. And what people want to tell you about entrepreneurship, okay, is entrepreneurship will expose every single insecurity, every area that needs to be strengthened, every area that is not right. You be talking to your husband crazy, your kids crazy, or you just not right in here. If your heart posture is not, correct, it will come out when you become a business owner. And I stand on that hill, y'all. I do. And so for me, had I not said yes and went ahead and did what I needed to do and what I know God was telling me to do, I would not be in this place of being, on, I don't want to say the back end of healing. I'm still very much, inside of it, but I'm in this wonderful place where I'm healing and the self awareness is there, and I'm able to move and think and feel and process through what I need to process through in business and in life. So the yes means it means an overall renewal for me, because that is how all of this really got started. Like I said, there are so many areas where I just would have gone along with the status quo, gone along with the get along, and they would not have been brought to the forefront had I not become a business owner. And so that is what my yes right in this moment, that's what my obedient yes means to me right now.
I love that. Look. I can listen. Like just hearing that, just going through the conversation, right? Just even having listened to your dialogue, even now, um, you can hear like the growth from when we met a couple years ago to
Listen,
now, and it's like renewal. And I'm like, yes, yes.
yes,
Yes.
Because
The renewal
listen,
is great.
I don't think we realize how much renewing we need. I was called
right,
a renewed mom after I had Charlie, and I thought, hmm, that is so
right,
true. Like I simply am a renewed mom.
right,
I'm not new to this, but I'm renewed. And a lot of times that's what rebirth is, right? It's
right,
renewal.
right.
It's us taking a look at ourselves freshly in a mirror saying, girl, you done came a long way. You
Long
Exactly.
got
way.
this. Y'all know what I don't have? I don't have mascara on. I'm just realizing that I'm looking at my
I
lashes.
cannot deal with Shauna.
Fresh face.
Look, girl,
Mascara.
look, fresh face, beautiful skin, boo. You know how we
Thank
do.
you, thank you.
You
I
good.
figured it out.
You don't even need it. You don't need it.
Listen, I feel like I do now. Can you tell?
Oh,
I was in the dust dark. Now y'all can see me well.
Girl, you good. You are
I
good.
almost got a good mind to go off my screen for a minute and come back
Just real
up.
quick,
go
touch it up.
clean. Don't
I
be
don't have
playing,
any
girl.
on
Don't be
either.
play.
You're in
Yeah,
good
girl, come on
company.
for real.
I
Show
didn't
us a
put on
little
any
love.
either. It's all right. It's all
You
right.
didn't either.
I didn't either.
I can't tell. Absolutely. I was looking
Girl,
at it like I knew I forgot something. That's what it's like when you
You
move
know
in
how
a
we
group.
do. Look, something out of place.
No,
It'll be all right. Okay, keep it. We'll be fine.
we'll be fine. So, Janae, what is it that you look forward to? Okay, so like for our audience, if you're out here and you are listening to this interview, first I want you to share it out to as many people as you can. Tell your people to share it out to as many people as they can. And yes, I'm slightly
mhm.
biased, but this is my girl. And so I want people to know and understand who she is and what she does and how good she is at what she does. So tell us about the luxury tumbling business.
Um, Overall, it's like one big learning science project, right? It is something that I did not know I had a passion for. I've always been kind of crafty with drawing and dancing and different things like that, but never something so intricate with my hands. So being in this business gives me the opportunity to express some of the ways, like you don't realize how much your personality comes out until you start doing different types of things like this. And it actually took my husband to be like, listen, you're very structured. Like look at these lines you're making. Like you do that
Mhm.
because this is what you're working on over here. And I'm like, is that what I'm doing? Is that where the lines came from? I have no idea. But I took him at his word and I said, okay, baby, you're right. Um, but a lot of you comes out when you're crafting, when you're creating. And look, y'all, I generally no shade, but I do not like the word crafting because it's like we're luxury designers. If you do something out here with your hands, no matter what you do, if you make a necklace, a waist bead, whatever it is you do, if you use these, you are a luxury designer. So I typically don't use the word crafter or crafty, even though, yes, it is in my name, y'all. That's where I started. That's where I started.
Mm-hmm.
But being a luxury designer operating in this space just gives you, and it gives you a unique type of freedom and empowerment to say, hey, I did that, to look back and say, like, look, y'all, I made this line. Did y'all like it? Look at this. And it's like, that's what I do. So I greatly enjoy the experience. It gives me and I'm one who likes the trial and error, who likes the give and the take, the pull and the push. It's like, okay, does that work? Does this work? Let's try this amount of heat. Let's try that amount of heat. And the biggest thing about this is people really don't understand just how much goes into this process. And so when they look and they see, girl, how long does it take to make a tumbler? I'm like, absolutely. I remember the first time Shauna saw me break out my torch, the look on her face was hilarious because she like, girl, you in there two tumblers? I'm like, sweetheart, there's so behind these scenes. And she's like, I've been talking to you for over a year and I've never seen part of your process. It's like, oh, you find things, you sort through things, and then just your creativity, it comes out in a way that it's almost like a sixth sense, like, let me try this, do this. See if it looks
Uh-huh.
like this, and put your heat on it, like, you just get a feel for it. So that's the reasons why when people say, will you show me something? Sure. I'll show you, because if you don't have a heart for this, if you don't have the hand for this and the patience for the craft, we're all doing separate things out here. You need me to show you something? Sure, I'll show you. The invoice associated with that, but I will definitely show you. And no, I'm not worried about you copying me at all. We are all out here under what we feel is right, under what goes right here in our heart. So my work, if I'm sitting with a client, I always tell them my work flows from the heart to the hands, because that's literally how I create a towel run when I'm making when I make my designer tumblers. So yeah, that's it.
She's like, yeah, that's it.
I'm
I was
telling
extremely taken back by the torch because she was like, whoosh. And I was like, wait a minute,
Listen,
you torching tumblers? Um, were you saying something, Amira? You said something, and then I saw you stop.
you, look, because I got my tumbler.
that is your husband's
Let
tumbler.
me tell y'all, this is my husband's tumbler, y'all. He is an Omega Psi Phi fraternity. Let me show y'all something. 1911, y'all. This is his tumbler, y'all. Apocalypse is his
That is
line name. This is tumbler, y'all. I took it. Y'all, I'm not even supposed to have this tumbler. He
don't tell
hides it in the
nobody.
back cabinet. Y'all, because
It's
he
a
don't want
secret.
nobody to see his tumbler. Y'all, that thing is
Not in the
dope.
back cabinet, sis.
Do you
Oh
hear
my
me?
God.
And Janae did
Y'all,
all of this, y'all. So let's get with it. Because let me explain to y'all what's
y'all,
important as she shows this tumbler. There are many
y'all,
times when I'm sitting somewhere. We were at an event. I walked to an event because this was the tumbler I was gifted with. Now, as you can see, it says the connection guru. But as we turn it around, bam, I got the hottest tumbler out there right now. Can't nobody get better than this. It says I'm the person you want to know to get connected to the people you need to know. Absolutely. But
It
right now,
is.
I'm the only person who has a tumbler like this. Right?
Yes. Yes, you are. You
I
are.
am the only person. hopefully, hopefully
Look,
you
Candace is
trying to fill
watching.
out special tonight. I don't know
Hopefully,
what's going on with you. But she
hopefully
oh
made
my
Candace
me
is
God.
my
watching.
wine one. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. We addicted to tumblers. Let me tell y'all something. This
That's
when you
okay.
know you addicted. This our wine tumbler, y'all. It's got my name on the back of it, y'all. This my wine tumbler. You know, bro.
Listen,
You can
I
put
got
any
a
liquid you
little
want, y'all, but
marble
they call
too,
wine tumblers, okay?
So
Look,
here's
yeah.
the thing about the tumblers that you want to understand. I think is most important because when I'm out, people ask me about this. This is it's like a twofold tumbler. Not only does it advertise who I am and give me an opportunity to tell you what I do, but it
right.
also gives me an opportunity to tell you who made this for me. So now I'm able to say, oh, I got Carter's Crafty Concepts. Go get you one, right? And so
Right.
that's what I absolutely love about the tumblers because her tumblers are not just like a standard tumbler with a little glitter on it. They're very, very well designed, well detailed. I mean, look,
Right.
does it not match? This is my
Listen,
brand.
and
Y'all,
the Tumblr was made before the journal, sis.
The
Listen.
Tumblr was made. Technically, the Tumblr was not made before the journal.
Oh,
Before
okay.
the
Well,
planner.
I didn't
It
know
might
the
have got
journal
made probably
existed.
around the same time. But look how in sync that is. It has my brand looking super good. But and this is not my only Tumblr. Y'all, I have a Connection Guru Tumblr. My daughter has her Stiletto Boss Tumblr that Janae did for us a couple years ago in camp. And like, what I would like to say is it. What she does is transforming, right? It
Right,
really transforms your brand into looking like
yes,
um somebody worth stopping and talking to, right? It
right,
gives you opportunity to drink more water. It gives you opportunity to advertise yourself and her. I don't know if you guys realize how important that is in your business, but it's funny, drinking water is so important to life, but being able to
right,
advertise without saying a word is huge. And that's
right.
what the Tumblr does for for my business. That's what the Tumblr does for me. So Janae,
What's up, sis?
what is the most
what is the most what now? What is the most? Because you know, I'm telling you something. See, she says the most, y'all. What is it that Janae pretty much takes you to that next level in tumbling? What makes your tumbling like is no other type of luxury tumbler like you? What sets you apart from everybody else?
Honestly, because I did it. Like, this is me. Like, there is only one me. I don't care how many tumbler makers, like y'all seen that video out there. I don't care if a million billion people have started this same business. When are you gonna do it? So it's me. You get me. And here's the thing: we downplay the access to us.
Mm-hmm.
Access to
okay, let's talk about
people
that.
is expensive. Like, you have to
Nicole.
pay somebody's time. And there are a lot of people who get that. There are a lot of people that don't. But if you're watching it, that's kind of like, what? If you're allowing everybody access to you, that's a negative. But you have access to me, my time, my client service, just in general. Time that we can't get that resource back, you know? Time is irreplaceable. So what sets me apart is, yes, me. I did it, and I'm proud of my
Right.
work, and I am not ashamed to say that. As far as my process and everything goes, what I try to do with my business is find something that is kind of a pain point for clients and work on solving that problem. So when I
Mhm.
crafted my business, there's that word again, y'all. When I crafted my business, I kind of looked at it from a customer service or a client service perspective of what don't I like about client services. Now, I've been in client services literally forever before being a business owner. Um, and so I really pinpointed the things that really irritated me as being on the receiving end, being on the purchase side. And the biggest thing was access to the person that is actually doing what I need them to do. And not overly such that you're overextended. By all means, don't take this and become overwhelmed with touching and doing and talking to every single person all day. But something as simple as, y'all know my process. I update my clients once a week to see, what they have going on. If you go over to other platforms, I will not name them so we don't get no free publicity on here. But if you purchase from other platforms, generally, you'll buy it and you just wait. You can send them a message, and however long they take to answer that message is however long they take to answer that message, or if they choose to answer it at all. So for
Right.
me, I found that the consistency in my business of a once a week update, so my clients know what's going on with their product, so they know what their money is doing. Because my process is lengthy, because it's a very intricate process. There are some people. Most people appreciate it. I've only had like two people my whole time in business be like, stop calling me. I was like, I apologize, my fault. um, but it's a part of my process that is different. And most of my clients are like, wow, like I didn't really expect you to update me like this. I really appreciate that. That way it cuts down on my once a week update that I will take 30 minutes to do for everyone, 30 minutes out of my entire week. And that's it. And it's normally on Sunday or Monday, somewhere in between in there. Check my terms of service. It's like Sunday, between Sunday and Tuesday. But generally, I sit down on Sunday, I send out my update, and everyone knows what's going on. So they don't have a need to call me. They don't get that antsy feeling like, well, I don't know what's going on. So if you can take some of that away from your client on that end, it makes them feel a whole lot better about doing business with you, about coming back to do business with you, and also about referring people. So I would say those are the two things that really, really set my business apart from other businesses.
So that was you in customer service. That's what you
Listen,
said. You in customer service, right? Her customer service is amazing.
It is
I don't.
amazing. I don't know how anybody would complain about it because
Oh
I got
yeah,
my weekly update on all my tumblers. So I don't know
absolutely.
why, because the process, y'all, is lengthy. And one thing I gotta understand is she makes them all by hand. So we all have to remember that
right,
there's a process. There is a timeline. So don't be thinking I'm gonna get a cup in 2 weeks. It don't work that way, y'all.
But
right,
Because she takes her
not if you
time.
want something luxury, it doesn't. It's some
right.
people out here that can 2 week you, but you're gonna get what you pay for.
Right. You'll get a 2 week look at Tumblr. And here's the thing, just being completely transparent. There are people who have tumblers that are amazing, but their processing time, of course, might be about 2 weeks shorter than mine. And I'm still okay with operating the way that I operate because I have repeat clients. They know what they're getting when they come to me, and that's why they're here. And the majority of the time, I'm hearing, I don't care how long this is going to take, girl, just do my thing. And that's fine. I'll wait for it. I'll wait for the perfection. And that's one of the things that I really value is about my client base and what I've been able to build and curate about where I am now in business. And y'all, it makes me feel really good because that's something that's a big win to celebrate. You having a good client base that you can draw from and not just draw from them, but you're
Mhm.
able to pour into your clients. Um, as well. And so those are some of the things that I really value within the business space as well as per how I operate also.
Earlier, you talked about being renewed. You talked about therapy. You talked about what business
Mhm.
brings out of you as a person. So you're in a space now where you said the healing process has begun. You're in the middle of the healing process.
I am
You
very
said
much
you haven't got to the end of that process. What is it
right.
like to be in the middle of that process as an entrepreneur? And I say it like that because I know it's different for everybody, right? We
Right.
don't and I don't think that the healing process completely, I think we all in some type of healing process as entrepreneurs. I mean, just in life, period. If we're
Right.
allowing ourselves, if we're taking that step for the healing that we need, and we all have experienced something in life.
Mhm.
But what does that healing look like for you? Um, Now,
Um,
what does it feel like? I don't want to know what it actually looks like, but what does it feel like as an entrepreneur?
what it feels like for me right now, and I'll tell you kind of what it feels and kind of what it looks because you can't kind of have in my case you kind of can't have one without the other.
Hmm.
But for me, first, it looks like those business boundaries I was struggling to set, challenge to set. We're not saying struggle no more, y'all. We are no, we're removing that word from our vocabulary. Um,
Challenge,
the
yes.
challenge of setting those business boundaries, number one, there was that, and also the challenge of setting a schedule. Yes, that
Ah,
um
she said they were. You look at that. She said they are very
listen.
nice. I just bought two.
So the schedule and the business boundaries, I really had to get on that because my healing and my mental capacity is different now. And so that's what it looks like for me. What it feels like right now is because like I said, this is gonna be real transparent, y'all. So I hope somebody's being blessed. All right. So
So,
for me, a greater sense of self, honestly.
oh, I love
I
that.
have struggle. Here we go again with that word.
It's,
Release me. Get behind me, Satan. We're not doing that tonight.
right.
The challenge, okay, of self-worth. So many of us have that challenge, but we're afraid to talk about it. We're afraid to say it. And so I have, I've been with that for a very long time, not feeling worthy and, not feeling like, not even that I love me, at some points. Like it's really it's all in here, y'all. It's all in here, y'all. And it's okay to say that. At least I'm okay with saying that, but that's what it feels like. And so as I'm in the middle of this healing process, I am no longer broken Janae. I am healing Janae. And it feels on the inside of me, it feels like I'm full. It feels like some of those holes that were there that needed that outside validation, those have been filled because now Janae's able to love herself and do for herself. And she knows that she's worthy of her own self approval. And so we don't need all these outside sources. The client saying something good, Shauna giving a good word, even though y'all she does now, she will get you. Shauna gives a good word. But all these outside sources, I am it looks like now I'm internalizing less from the outside and I'm pulling from within from a full cup.
Mm.
I'm pulling from my overflow. And so that is what the healing process in business looks like. And so as
Mm.
such, the
Say
schedule
that again.
the schedule comes in because when I am, there are times, full transparency, because y'all, I have children, I have two babies, I have a husband, I have a home to care for. I don't just make tumblers. I have a whole life outside of what, the beautiful tumblers that you see. So for me, it looks like, okay, if there's something that I need to do, if I need to say I'm going to do decals in the morning from 9 to 12, and then I need to sit and pray and journal, then that's what needs to happen so that I keep my vertical correct, because y'all, none of this works if your vertical is off. If you're not connected with the Lord up top, this does not work. For me, in my advice, no. So that's what it looks like for me. That's what healing looks like for me. It takes on so many different facets, but that's the biggest one, is rediscovering self and just learning how to love yourself over again, and being able to pull from your own self, from your overflow, rather than needing all these outside entities to make you full or make you feel worthy or loved and all of that. So that's what it looks like. And that's what it feels like on this end in entrepreneurship. I hope that answers your question, sis.
You know what? That did more than answer my question, because I think that a lot of times we are not, as entrepreneurs, getting to a place where there needs to be, where there's healing, getting to a place where
Right,
we are considering what we need to do ourselves
right.
to be better as individuals, to be better as moms, aunts, uncles, business
Yeah.
owners,
Right.
daughters. We're not considering what that healing looks like all the way around. So,
Yep.
like,
Full
I
circle.
love that you kind of broke that down really well and explained
Mhm.
that now that I'm healing, I'm better in this area, in this area, in this area. My
Right.
boundaries look like this, and I think that that's important because um like when I had no boundaries, y'all have heard the story
Ooh,
before. She can't have
girl.
no boundaries. It My life was like janky, to
Mm-hmm.
say the least. Um, and so setting those boundaries honestly was challenging for me because I always operated without them. But
Right.
operating with them, and let's just be clear, I got some more boundaries to set. So know that they're coming.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
operating with them kind of made it, or makes it, a lot better for me in life.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, yeah,
But you
like
gotta have boundaries, y'all. You have to have boundaries in
You
business.
do.
Otherwise, people will just run you crazy. You
And you
know,
do. And the thing
you
is,
have
at the
to
end
have
of the day,
boundaries in place.
if we don't have the boundary, then that opens us up for more self accountability when we could have just upheld the boundary.
Yeah.
mhm.
If you don't have that's a self accountability piece, because if you allowing everybody access, that's your choice. So people are going to take what they can get from you as long as you continue to allow that access and not set the boundary.
But here's the thing though. Just because you allow access doesn't mean you just because you set a boundary doesn't mean you can't allow access. Because
That's true.
access can
Right.
have a boundary too, right?
Right.
So when we're talking about, so now it's not so much that you allow access, but it's the type of access that you allow, right?
Exactly.
Right.
And who's able to come in, who's able to sit down, who's able to have
Hmm.
a conversation, who's able to knock on the front door, so to speak. And I'm saying it in that way just to kind of give a picture. But yes, like, boundaries are a game changer. We slow
Yes,
to this. Boundaries are a game changer.
they are. They really are. I've operated without them as well. I was the business owner texting people at 10:30, 11 o'clock, like, I'm working on your cup. Um, sorry it's so late. Like, wait a minute, Janae, what are you doing?
Go to bed.
Go to bed. And I'm like we can't keep doing that. But again, operating in the current space that I am now, it's like I cannot do that outside of like my regular update on Sunday or Sunday through Tuesday, whenever you might get your regular update. There's really not much else in between because I was doing that. Also, a part of the healing process is like, listen, your clients and your client base do not need to hear from you 4 times a week. They know that you got it. Now, unless something's happening in the moment and I'm like, Shauna, I'm putting this on. I need to know if you like it because it's going to be a process to take it off. Remember that water slide I did for your logo? And I was like, yes or no. Something like that. And I can arrange something to have a phone call with the client is one thing. But
Yeah.
me texting my clients at 10:30 and 11 o'clock at night, even though they were completely fine with it, that was not okay to do being a business owner. Like that's not what we do. Um, so I understand exactly what you're saying. The type of access that is allowed, you have to really section that off to preserve your own mental health and your own mental capacity. So yeah, I get you on that one.
But that's that. But that's a good place to be after you. We all have to kind of take inventory. And I'm
Yeah,
not talking y'all like just yearly. I'm talking about weekly. Some
yes,
people monthly. But you need to take an inventory of yourself, of you internally to make you a better
right,
person in order to have a successful and sustainable business.
exactly,
Because it doesn't sustain itself if you're falling to pieces. Okay, let's just be real about it, Because if you crumbling all over the place, the business is crumbling. I've known a
exactly.
lot of entrepreneurs who have taken a break from their business because they need that time to kind
Mm-hmm.
of reevaluate self, figure out what's going on emotionally, internally in themselves, and come back better. And a
Right,
lot of times that's what we have to do is we have to walk away sometime to come back. And a lot of people say, "Oh, girl, I can't sacrifice my business. I can't sacrifice that time." But you gotta make time for self,
you do,
and
you
that's just
do.
normally what you have to be able to do is take time for yourself. And at the end of the day, you're trying to be a whole bunch a better person, you
Right,
know, and your business flourishes more, and you're able to focus and, like I said, make them beautiful luxury tumblers,
and
and be able to love what you do. How sometimes we make
right,
money, y'all, and we don't love what we do, and that's
right,
that's self-evaluation.
right. You start
Are
your
you there
business
for the money? Like I tell
with
people,
a burden.
yeah. Are you
Yeah,
doing a business that you love, or you love the business because it makes you money? you
right,
know and a lot of people do stuff and don't realize that 5 or 10 years down the road, you realize I really didn't want to do that.
right,
This is really what I love doing. And I like the fact you found something that you fell in love with
right.
and you love it. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I love all of my tumblers, y'all. I love my tumblers. Yes, I'm glad she tumbled and fell into it. Okay, let's
Tumbled
go there.
into it. I
Because
tumbled into it.
you tumbled into it, girl. Because I'm gonna tell you, I love each and every one of my tumblers. But y'all, tonight's show, we can't turn it off. Y'all. But tonight's show is being sponsored by none other than my girl, Miss Shauna Price, the Connection Guru. We'll be
Come
right
on,
back.
show.
Look, we'll be right back right after this. Girl, I was like, Jill, and I was like,
I know you.
yeah.
Don't the music make you want to dance? I said, yeah,
Girl,
I went back in the back.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, when I say the music make you want to dance every time, I'm back there like, hey, behind in the backstage.
Hey.
In the backstage. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for running that commercial.
You know what? Let me tell y'all something. The sis is truly a networking guru herself, y'all. And if you all have not had the opportunity, she launched her networking Bible on March 31st. Shauna, just tell everybody a little bit about the networking Bible for the ones that have not had an opportunity to connect with you. You all, is this your first time being a part of the Girlfriends Chit Chat show tonight? This is my co-host, Miss Shauna Price, as always. Tell everybody about your networking Bible, girl, you just launched.
Y'all, let me tell y'all, like, I'm so proud of my networking Bible. So the networking Bible came about from me having a conversation with my friend that's a baker, and we were talking about planners that were made specifically for our industries, and we didn't have there were any out there. She was like, we should make them, and I was like, you're right. And so I did. And so the planner is where networking meets intention, right? It's designed for us to become more intentional about how we're connecting and who we're connecting with, what industries we want to connect with, then people in our networks who we need to like nurture the relationship with more and stuff like that. And so I came up with this planner, the networking Bible. I've had the networking Bible name probably for like, I don't know, at least maybe 6 years at minimum, right?
Oh.
And yeah, I've had the name for a long time. I initially called, so a girlfriend of mine hired me to, she was saying, hey Shauna, I haven't been networking like that. Like I used to, and she didn't need clients. She just needed to have new connects. She needed more connections. She needed to look. So she wanted to know where should she go. So I created this spreadsheet, and when I created this, y'all, this was before baby number 2. When I created the spreadsheet, it had a list of events to go to by like categories. So if it was like women empowerment, something in government, blah, 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 so that she could go out and network and connect. And I called that the networking Bible, but that's not what it was. This is what the networking Bible is. And so I came up with the planner and what I wanted in it. And then I connected with TLC by Tyrona. She is the one who brought my design to life. And it just has some really interesting things about it. So you can use this planner just like a, what do you call it? A regular planner. A regular planner, yes.
But it's more than a regular planner, really, because it's not just a calendar, y'all. It's not a calendar.
It's not just
it's not a calendar, y'all. It's right. I think that's what makes it different. Is yours is specifically guiding you through a networking journey.
So how you create it. So we have spaces for our introvert. It's called the introvert corner. And what this space does for our introvert each month is it gives them a chance to kind of reflect on what it was like for them as an introvert, right? Then there's a space here where you're able to talk about the 3 people that you want to connect with each month and the events that you want to attend and be more intentional about it, because now you've written it down, you've got you some dates, and now you can go out here and connect like you need to connect. So
I can't wait for mine. It's on the way, y'all.
Yours is soon to be out.
Let me tell y'all something though. But the main thing, I need people to understand this, y'all. Networking is not something that you just do. Okay, some people have a knack for it. Some people are able to go out and network. I'm gonna tell you firsthand, y'all. I was not originally a true networker. I wasn't really cultivating my relationships. It's like me getting to know Janae. Janae being a custom luxury tumbler. You want to build a rapport. I want to build a relationship. I can hire Janae to make a tumbler for me. But at the end of the day, I want to cultivate. I want to get to know Janae. I may need Janae's services for my own personal business. I may buy a luxury tumbler just for personal, for a birthday, for a special occasion. But Shauna actually had to teach me, really how to truly network, because I realized I really was not networking, y'all. And it's shocking to say, because I'm an extrovert by nature, but I really wasn't connecting with individuals like I wanted to. And the only reason I knew that is by working with Shauna and realizing, girl, I don't do that. And so
Exactly.
the simplest things, is it like you and I, Janae, we're chatting it up, we're talking, and I'm trying to dig a little bit deeper and saying, what can we do? Can we collaborate, girl? Let's do something.
Right.
But if you don't do that, you're not building a relationship, y'all.
Exactly.
Relationships, you got to nurture them. I mean, I want to keep that relationship with Janae for months to come. Not just because she's beneficial to my business, but at the same time, I love that relationship. I love the dynamics of our relationship.
Right.
And so I think that's the hugest takeaway for you all making the investment and getting your networking Bible.
Yes.
Absolutely. Like the moment you become intentional about the moment that you understand the importance of people, the moment that your relationships will start to look different. So, like with meeting Janae, y'all, honestly, Janae reached out to me.
I
She's like,
did. I hopped in the DMs, y'all.
in the DMs, and she'll tell. I will talk to you in the DMs.
I
I talk
did.
to all kinds of people in the direct messages all the time. But had she not hopped into the DMs, I may have never came across her. Not when I did, because she found me from somebody else, and that somebody else said, "Oh yeah, she cool. That chick fire." Okay,
Yeah.
maybe she didn't say all that, but that's how it sounded in my ear. But the point is, because she decided to go in and make that connection with me, we were able um to not deepen the connection. We were able to nurture a relationship. And a lot of times, and she's very, y'all, that's another thing about her that I absolutely love. She's very good about um keeping it nurtured. If I fall off the grid for 2 hours, okay. If I fall
Which
off the grid for a couple of days, she's checking in on me to make sure I'm good. But that is what good connections do. A lot of
right.
times we look at our connections and we think, oh, it's only business bound, right? We
Right.
only look at them to just further business, as opposed to understanding that the more solid the relationship is, the better business can be, whether it's with them or
Right.
somebody they're connected to, or somebody that they're connected to who's connected to somebody that we need to be connected to,
Hmm.
right? But if you shallow about your relationship process, you're gonna get shallow results. And she's not shallow at all about how she connects with people. That's one of the things that I appreciate the most. And you see that in her business, you see that in her customer service. She's not shallow at one bit about making sure that there is a relationship there. Because one thing you can count on is that you will order another tumbler once you order your first, because not
Yes.
only have you got an excellent product, right? You haven't just got an excellent product, but you received excellent customer service, and excellent customer service is gonna bring you back every single time. And so,
Right.
like with Janae, you absolutely are getting that. I'm excited
Me
about like
too.
what's transpiring, where you're going, just
Yeah.
the overall. One of the girls said she speaks so confidently, and I'm
That
like,
was my
yeah,
therapist.
baby.
Yes.
Somebody watching
That's
the
my
YouTube.
therapist.
Brittany Noel.
Brittany Noah. That's my therapist, y'all.
Brittany say you speak confidently. And I was thinking to myself, look at her go. Like, because it had you met her 6 months ago, you would be like,
No.
okay. Today it's like, okay.
It's different. It's like, oh, this how we
Yes.
coming? Because it is.
Yes.
And it's just it's what comes with the territory of like really authenticity is such a buzzword now. But when you come into you and you just authentically accept you, I'm okay. I'm never gonna come on in there and try to cause any kind of discourse maliciously and on purpose. But y'all, I'm loud. I'm extra. I'm me. um, and so when fully just embracing me, and understanding that even if someone has a different opinion and it's in the opposition, it doesn't mean it means anything terrible about you. It just means that you're not
Right.
for that person, and that's also okay. That's get to your self worth, your self confidence, or that you're a bad person. Y'all just aren't the people for each other, and that's all right.
It's
Um, I'm like, I've like really come to agreement with statement. Honestly, just here recently last month, and y'all, I feel so much better. Okay, like so much better. So if you're listening and you're timid or you're worried or you're scared, let me know no. And could y'all imagine if I had y'all wouldn't be getting this amazing live stream right now? Because my first thought was like, oh, um, and then I nope, no. This is what we prayed for. This is what God said. voice.
Right.
You have to start using the voice. And I was like, okay, Amira. I answered like in like 0.5 seconds. I was like, let's do it. She called me at like 6 a.m. I was like, hello? Okay, do it. Let's go for it. Because the fear that I have been feeling, y'all, I have allowed to just keep me silent and keep me quiet. Who wants to hear what I have to say? Who cares? Don't worry about that. Just go forth and speak because the live, without a doubt, I know it's gonna be somebody with something I said, something Shauna said, something Amira said. Listen, what you have to say is important. Put it out there. Look, that's what I leave it with. Just put it out there and fully embrace. Do the work to heal, to fully embrace yourself. If you're not in therapy or you're scared to go to therapy or you're ashamed, don't. This sister is not and proud with it. So if you need an example or a push, go get you some help if you need it. Because this right here is the inner work, y'all. It's the result of the inner work. So that's where we are. And I'm loving it. I love it here.
Look, I think look, I'm loving it myself.
As you should. Right?
Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. You gotta understand something, y'all. We have to support each other. You know,
Right.
it's support us as just being my girl, you know, my sis, my girlfriend. We have to support each other on every level. It's not just supporting us in
Yep.
business, but it's supporting us as women, as moms, as wives. It's the support we need,
Yes.
you know, and that helps us allow us to move and shift and be better. And that's the kind of support you
Exactly.
want as your girl. When you need help, and I'm calling you at 6 o'clock in the morning, at 7 o'clock, and saying, "What's up, sis? What's going on? How you feeling today?" You know, it's worth of encouragement. You know, it's a thing about I was thinking about you. You know, and that's what
Yeah.
we have to do. That's what we have to do. And y'all better look. Y'all better get y'all tumbler. Now, y'all, my
Y'all
husband is
see it.
crazy. He put Blackie
Look,
on his
you
tumbler,
know,
girl. He
numbers,
put
y'all.
Blackie on his tumbler. He put Blackie on his
That's what
tumbler,
he
y'all.
wanted. So listen, I didn't argue. I said, okay, that's what you need. Let's do that. Let's do that.
And y'all, we buy
But
tumblers for all of our clients. Let me tell y'all something. Like Shauna said earlier, y'all, you need to be using your tumblers for branding. When we give our clients new tumblers, one of our clients, he was an alpha. She created the most beautiful alpha cup ever, y'all, for him. When I say he loved it, he loved it. You know, y'all have to say we gift our clients. So I know you got gifts you giving at the end of the
right.
year. Let me tell y'all something. Don't wait till November thinking you getting a tumbler.
Not for Christmas. Right?
Renee, please
You
share
better
with the
order.
people.
You better
Y'all,
order
let me,
in September.
y'all, don't
Listen,
get,
y'all,
thank you,
if you
September.
need if you need a tumbler for a Christmas or any holiday, order well in advance. It's not just because my processing time is lengthy, but praise God, I am in demand. So, like all of this you see back here, this is not an illusion. All this back here, these are orders. This is what my life looks like. You can't see the other ones that are over here on my turn, or a few of them you can, but it's always full. And that's okay. I have the capacity for mass production, y'all. I had a client, she was like, "Can I get 40?" Yes, you can. I have the capacity to do 40 at one time. You absolutely can. Say less. But if you need a large quantity, if you need, say less. And like if you need a large quantity, if you need whatever it is you need, order well in advance. If you have a question, then book an appointment. Just book an appointment. I do take orders by appointment because your girl is busy. That's called boundaries. Book an appointment with me and we can talk, we can see what's going on, and then we can get you to the next step. And that's pretty much how I work. So please do not wait to the last minute. I need it in 2 weeks,
Yeah.
3 weeks, 4 weeks. That's no. More
Y'all,
than likely,
Christmas, y'all, tell you
listen,
anytime, but Christmas especially, y'all, she will send out notification. If you don't get your order in before a certain time, you'll get it after you get it in January. You won't get it at Christmas.
yeah, I'm good on my
Go
follow up.
get your New Year's tumbler.
I will
Look,
follow up
just say
with
it real
you.
quick.
Yes, like no, ma'am. So I follow up with my people for Mother's Day, Father's Day. I'm like, hey, just checking in, no rush, but just letting you know, hey, the calendar is filling up. If you still need it, let me know. We'll talk. Pay your invoice. Pay your
There you
invoice first.
go. That's right, y'all. I'm telling y'all, once she gets you on that consultation, and get the ball rolling. I'm telling y'all,
Oh yeah.
it's the best investment ever. Not in just in your business for your clients, it's gifts. If you do subscription boxes and things like that for conferences and stuff, you definitely
Mm-hmm.
want to take advantage of this, but you got to book her in time. That's because that's just how she is, y'all. It's not an assembly line manufacturing company. She makes it
No.
personal. She is personal. It's a one-on-one relationship. And I want y'all to
Process
say
is
something.
personal.
I know it is. And I think that's why we you know what I'm saying something, y'all. That's why I love patronizing her because it is personal. Janae, tell everybody where can they contact you? How can they reach you to book a consultation?
Right now I will link my booking link, my appointment link in the chat comments, all the places. It will be in those places for y'all. But that is a link. It is book design consultation .as.me, and that is how you can book a consultation with me via Acuity. And that's where everything starts. I don't mind. I'm not real heavy in the DMs, y'all, because I have so many things to do. If you DM me a question, I more than likely will see it, and then I don't mind answering really quickly. But generally, you have to book an appointment so that we can actually get something going, so I know what you're looking for, and then then go from there.
Can you
That's how
repeat
you,
that for us again?
huh?
Can you repeat that for us again?
Yes, it's book design consultation .as dot me, and that's my Acuity link to book with me and to book a call so we can chat. And that is how I take appointments. I am also available on IG for you to see my pictures and all my work, as well as Facebook. The website is coming, y'all. I have my graphic designer working on it for me, so there will be a website coming soon. That's just a side note, a quick message. Yes, I did do your tumblers for your husband. I do have in memory of tumblers. I need to post those. But I do all of those things for you. So that is how you can access me. And I'm excited to work with all of you. Let me know how I can be of service, and let's chat, y'all. This is me. This is what you get. I'm like this in real life.
Get it, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all
What you
something. You
get?
think
She said, "This is me. This is what you get. What you get is amazingness. What you get is excellent customer service. What you get is a luxury. Is what you get. So make sure you're
yes.
booking with her, because if you don't book now, you might not get in, because me and Amira are gonna book anyways. Just so you know,
Yes,
I
yes.
mean,
all the time.
it's just y'all right now. My daughter,
I need
y'all
new
want a new
tumblers.
cup. My daughter
I
want a new
appreciate
tumbler,
y'all.
so I
Yes,
gotta
we
get
got
another
plenty
tumbler.
new stuff.
I got We Meet We Eat coming
Right,
up.
we need
We need new
Tumblr.
tumblers.
We do. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
See, y'all need to understand something. You need to book your appointment, y'all. It is so worth it. When I tell y'all, it's so worth it.
Oh, very much
It's worth the
so.
investment. Yeah, it is worth the investment. And just remember, you have something to always. It's a keepsake. Like my
Right.
husband, hides them in the closet, hides it in the cabinet.
I don't think he's even used it.
Yeah, you
Like
do.
at all.
He use it. Girl, he use it. He
That's
use it.
okay.
He drink
Yeah, he does use
it.
it.
It's
Sounds
y'all.
like
It's
yeah,
insulated,
okay.
y'all.
But
Yes,
but
y'all trust and believe me when I say.
But
And if you want,
if she get caught with it, it's gonna be some rumbling in the city.
he did. He asked me what I was doing with his cup. I was like, I got Janae on the show tonight.
he gonna get you.
No, no, no. I'm gonna
She
put it
gonna
right
have
back in the cabinet.
Please put it back because no ma'am.
If you are a luxury tumbler recipient, if you are owner of a luxury tumbler, y'all post these tumblers online and tag Carter's Crafty Concepts, right?
And do that.
Tag
Yes.
tag companies that need gifts. Tag all of the people who need this. I have a
Tag all the
speaking
people.
engagement tomorrow. What y'all think I'm drinking out of tomorrow?
Exactly.
Out of that cup.
Right there.
And of course, the cup starts a conversation.
It
So
does.
definitely, you all, I want you all to connect with Janae, Cardi Crafty. I can't even talk tonight, y'all. Janae, Cardi Crafty Concept, tongue tied tonight,
Yes.
y'all. But y'all definitely check her out. She's amazing. Great products, great customer service. If you're looking for that gift, y'all, she's your girl. But as
Got it.
always, y'all, good things always have to come to an end. I'll be like, dang, is it over already? But it's what it is. Definitely, you all. Go to my girls. Look, you got to go to my girls Connection Guru. Shauna, how everybody can connect with you to order their networking Bible? Where can they go, girl?
Oh, they can go to my website, www.theconnectionguru.co.
There we
Yep.
go. Y'all go there, get your networking Bible. You looking to connect, build relationships, want to take it to that next level. Go for it, y'all. Connect with my girl. But you all, I appreciate you, Janae, being with us tonight.
Yeah,
I love you,
this
boo.
was
I love you.
amazing.
Thank you so
This was
much for
amazing.
being
Thank
with
you
us.
for having me.
Hey, look, it's always, girl. And we thank all of everyone that came and actually supported and came up the timeline. You all, we appreciate you so much. And we look forward to seeing you again when? Next Friday, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you so much, you all, for being a part of the Girlfriends Chit Chat Show tonight. You all have a great one. Good night.
Yeah.